Two Nascent Soul cultivators step onto the battlefield. One fights a terrifying fire spirit that has transformed into a genuine fire flood dragon. The other faces an enemy whose aura is so sinister that Hanlai immediately senses something familiar. And while the first battle becomes a brutal war of endurance, the second ends almost before anyone can understand what happened. Hello everyone, welcome back to Anime Time HQ. Today, we're continuing Hanlai's journey through the brutal war between the Nine Nations Alliance and the Mulan army. The battlefield around Yellow Dragon Mountain has become a deadly testing ground. The Mulan forces are confident. Their powerful spell warriors have already demonstrated frightening strength, and their mysterious black-robed cultivators have made the situation even more dangerous. But they are about to discover something they weren't expecting. Because Hanlai may be the youngest Nascent Soul cultivator among the defenders, yet his methods of killing enemies are becoming increasingly terrifying. And this time, one of the Mulan army's most dangerous figures is about to learn that lesson firsthand. So let's get into episode 188. The battlefield is already burning when the confrontation reaches its peak. Ku Yao's fire serpent has revealed its true nature. What once looked like an unusually powerful demonic serpent has transformed into something far more frightening. A genuine fire flood dragon. Its enormous body coils through the sky as waves of crimson flames pour outward. The temperature surrounding the battlefield rises rapidly. Even cultivators watching from a distance can feel the terrifying heat. But standing directly in front of this monster is Old Man Ma. He knows exactly how dangerous his opponent has become, yet he doesn't retreat. Instead, Old Man Ma pours his spiritual power into the enormous 8-trigram diagram hovering above him. The ancient diagram shines with brilliant light. 8 different symbols rotate rapidly, producing layers of defensive power. Then the flood dragon attacks. A torrent of scarlet fire crashes downward. The impact shakes the entire battlefield, but the 8-trigram diagram refuses to collapse. The enormous formation spins faster. Its light repeatedly scatters beneath the dragon's attacks only to reform moments later. Ku Yao isn't impressed. He attacks again and again. Each time the fire flood dragon unleashes another terrifying wave of flame. Old Man Ma continues resisting. His expression becomes increasingly strained. Sweat runs down his face. His spiritual power is being consumed at an alarming rate, but he refuses to give Ku Yao the satisfaction of breaking through. The two sides continue their battle. Minutes pass. Neither can secure the decisive advantage. Ku Yao's flames are powerful enough to overwhelm ordinary Nascent Soul cultivators, but Old Man Ma's 8-trigram diagram is simply too difficult to destroy. Eventually, even Ku Yao realizes that forcing the battle any further could cost him dearly. The fire flood dragon's attacks begin to weaken. Old Man Ma's defensive diagram is also approaching its limit. And finally, the battlefield falls into an uneasy silence. Neither side has won. It's a draw, but it is a draw that carries enormous meaning. Old Man Ma has just held his ground against a transformed fire spirit capable of terrifying destruction. Ku Yao retreats to his side. His expression is complicated. For the first time, the Mulan army has been forced to acknowledge that this supposedly ordinary Nascent Soul cultivator isn't someone they can casually crush. But that isn't the biggest surprise of the day, not even close, because while everyone is still processing the outcome, another figure steps forward. The black-robed man has been watching everything, Sir Heaven Weep. His presence alone makes the atmosphere uncomfortable. Unlike Ku Yao, he doesn't need to display overwhelming flames or transform into a gigantic beast. His aura speaks for him, dark, cold, and deeply unnatural. Hanlai has been watching him from the beginning. Something about Heaven Weep's aura bothers him. It reminds Hanlai of the terrifying ghost cultivator bone sage, Xiao Keo. That memory immediately puts Hanlai on guard, but Hanlai doesn't retreat. Instead, he steps forward. The defenders hesitate. Hanlai is still relatively young compared with many of the other Nascent Soul cultivators present, but he has already demonstrated that his combat ability cannot be measured by cultivation level alone. And now, he is facing Heaven Weep. The two cultivators enter the battlefield. For a brief moment, neither attacks. Then Heaven Weep moves. Black energy suddenly erupts from his body. His entire form begins expanding. His body grows taller. His limbs twist. The black aura surrounding him becomes increasingly dense. Within moments, Heaven Weep has transformed into a massive demonic phantom. The figure towers over the battlefield. Several cultivators watching from a distance instinctively tense up. This isn't an ordinary transformation technique. Heaven Weep's Heaven Flash Devil Arts has transformed him into something resembling one of the legendary ancient devils. The pressure is immense, but Hanlai remains completely calm. He has seen frightening enemies before, and more importantly, He already knows exactly what kind of power he wants to use. Golden lightning suddenly appears around Han Lai. At first, it's only a few threads, then dozens, then hundreds. The lightning spreads through the air. Golden arcs intertwine and rapidly form an enormous net. Han Lai raises his hand. The net closes. Heaven Weep's enormous demonic body is caught inside. For the first time, the black-robed cultivator appears genuinely alarmed. He struggles. The gigantic phantom shakes violently. Black demonic energy erupts in every direction. But Han Lai's lightning doesn't weaken, it becomes even more powerful, because this isn't ordinary lightning. This is the Divine Devilbane Lightning, a technique particularly suited to destroying devilish and demonic energy, and Heaven Weep has made the worst possible mistake. He has transformed his entire body into an enormous target for it. Golden lightning tears through the darkness. The gigantic phantom begins collapsing. Heaven Weep desperately attempts to resist, but his advantage in size has become a disadvantage. The larger his demonic form becomes, the more energy Han Lai's lightning has to attack. The massive phantom begins breaking apart, piece by piece. The battlefield watches in disbelief. The Mulan cultivators who had been confident only moments ago suddenly realize something is horribly wrong. Their powerful Heaven Weep is losing, and he's losing quickly. Heaven Weep understands that his physical body cannot survive, so he abandons it. His remaining essence escapes from the destroyed body. A black demonic Nascent Soul shoots away from the battlefield. This is his final attempt to survive. If he can escape, perhaps he can rebuild his body someday. But Han Lai doesn't allow it. The golden lightning immediately follows. Heaven Weep's final escape becomes his final mistake. The Divine Devilbane Lightning doesn't need a physical body. It can target the devilish energy itself. The golden net closes. The black figure struggles desperately, but there is nowhere left to run. The lightning erupts, and Heaven Weep disappears completely. The terrifying moan that had accompanied his presence across the battlefield suddenly vanishes. Silence, absolute silence. For several moments, neither army moves. No one expected this, not even the Mulan forces. Han Lai has just destroyed one of their most frightening combatants, and he did it almost effortlessly. Han Lai calmly turns around. There is no celebration, no dramatic speech, no attempt to boast. He simply returns toward the Nine Nations Alliance camp, and that's exactly what makes the victory even more frightening. The Mulan army has just watched one of its most dangerous figures get completely annihilated. Their confidence collapses. They came expecting the defenders to struggle. Instead, their challenge produced two completely different results. Ku Yao fought Old Man Ma to an exhausting standstill, but Heaven Weep was erased. The psychological difference is enormous. The Mulan forces begin withdrawing. Their retreat isn't as confident as their earlier advance. The defenders immediately recognize what has happened. Han Lai has changed the atmosphere of the entire battlefield. Back inside the Nine Nations Alliance camp, everyone is still processing what they witnessed. Old Man Ma has only just recovered from his exhausting battle. His fight against Ku Yao nearly drained him completely. But then he watched Han Lai destroy Heaven Weep. The contrast is impossible to ignore. One Nascent Soul cultivator needed every ounce of his strength to survive. The other eliminated an opponent before the battlefield could even properly react. The bald host is among the first to praise Han Lai. He understands how important this victory is. The defenders have been under enormous pressure. The Mulan army possesses powerful spell warriors, ancient beasts, and mysterious outsiders. A victory like this gives the garrison something it desperately needed: confidence. But Han Lai remains modest. He doesn't claim that he was overwhelmingly stronger. Instead, he points out that his Divine Devilbane Lightning happened to be exceptionally effective against Heaven Weep's Devil Path techniques. But privately, Han Lai isn't thinking about praise. He's thinking about Heaven Weep's aura. That strange resemblance to the Bone Sage still bothers him. There was something deeply unusual about the black-robed cultivator. Something Han Lai couldn't completely understand before the battle. Now Heaven Weep is gone, so whatever secrets he carried, they may have disappeared with him. But Han Lai isn't the only person behaving strangely. Gu Xuanpu has been watching everything. His expression remains difficult to read. He doesn't celebrate the victory the way the others do. He simply watches, and Han Lai notices. There's something about Gu Xuanpu's behavior that doesn't sit right. The Murong brothers notice it too. They exchange a meaningful look. They've already had reasons to be suspicious of this mysterious figure, and now the situation is becoming even stranger. Why did Gu Xuanpu react that way? What does he know about Heaven Weep? And why does Han Lai feel that something about this entire situation doesn't add up? These questions remain unanswered, for now. The Mulan army eventually pulls away. The battlefield around Yellow Dragon Mountain finally becomes quieter, but no one is foolish enough to believe the danger is over. The defenders know the Mulan forces still possess terrifying strength. There are also reports of ancient armored beasts whose true power has yet to be fully tested against this defensive line. So although today's battle has ended in the defender's favor, the war is far from over, and Han Lai knows it. He has survived another deadly confrontation, but each victory is revealing something new about the enemies surrounding him. The mysterious Heaven Weep is gone, yet the questions surrounding his identity remain. Gu Xuangpu's behavior is even more suspicious, and the Mulan army is already preparing for its next move. The battle at Yellow Dragon Mountain was never just about one duel. It was a test of strength, a test of confidence, and most importantly, a test of Han Lai's position among the Nascent Soul cultivators of the Nine Nations Alliance. Today, he passed that test spectacularly. Think about what we just witnessed. Old Man Ma faced Ku Yao's transformed Fire Flood Dragon and fought him until both sides were forced into a standstill. That was a battle of endurance. But Han Lai's fight was completely different. He didn't need a prolonged exchange. He didn't need to slowly wear Heaven Weep down. He simply identified the weakness in his opponent's power and unleashed the perfect counter. The Divine Devilbane Lightning turned Heaven Weep's greatest advantage into his greatest weakness, and in the end, the terrifying black-robed cultivator didn't retreat. He didn't surrender. He simply disappeared. But here's the real question. If Heaven Weep's aura reminded Han Lai of the Bone Sage, what exactly was the connection? And why did Gu Xuangpu remain so strangely silent after Heaven Weep's death? Could there be something much more dangerous happening inside the Nine Nations Alliance camp? Or is Han Lai simply becoming suspicious because he has learned never to trust appearances? Either way, the war at Yellow Dragon Mountain is far from finished, and Han Lai's next battle may reveal an even greater threat. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Anime Time HQ, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next part of Han Lai's journey. And let me know in the comments, what do you think Gu Xuangpu is hiding? I'll see you in the next episode.